Hello, friends. Why is my camera so not where I want it to be? Hello. Please let me know what the sound balance is sounding like to you guys, because I am using a completely different source for sound today, and I have no idea how it balances compared to other sound. Music is loud, of course it is. So I want to turn it down for you guys without turning it down for me, because I can already hear the guys downstairs being loud. So let's try this. Is that better? Does the music sound more balanced now? Does it need to go down more? Now everything is quiet? Really? Did it turn me down too? Or is it just because I stopped talking? This song sounds like a clock ticking. Okay. So real talk, I posted about this in the Discord, but I've been using Pretzel to play music on my streams, and I've been getting muted audio all over the place. And it's really frustrating because my VODs don't stick around long enough to get through the appeal process. So today I'm trying Owned. It's Owned but with a 3 where the E would be, which is just on Spotify. It seems like a sort of win-win for me because I already subscribe to Spotify and it's free to use. So that's what we're trying today, but please do let me know if the audio needs adjusted as we go. I can play with the audio balance a bit more. I've boosted my microphone and turned down my desktop audio in hopes that will make a difference, but please let me know if I'm too quiet or if the music's too loud or anything like that. Also, hello everybody, hello Bruce Campbell Soup, hello Marathnon, hello Roaming Witch, hello It's Woof. I'm so happy to see you all. I'm so sorry that the start of stream was delayed. I was ready to go, and then a whole bunch of things happened, and I had to walk AFK for a minute, and it took extra time, and of course, it's always right when you're ready to stream, it's all the things. So, Marathon, I may have been watching Team 4 Stars Helsing Ultimate Abridged. Hilarious as fuck. Well, nice! I hope your morning is getting off to a good start in that case. And also that you got enough sleep. What is everybody up to today? I have obviously been trying to get stuff sorted out. For on-stream, both on-stream and off-stream. We've got, oh crap, hang on. I might have to run to the door quick because there might be a package waiting outside. It's 13 minutes to 1 a.m. Marathon, I thought it was like morning for you, not like 1 a.m. morning. Get some sleep, oh my gosh. Been slow at work today, so I think I'm gonna be leaving early and going shopping for art supplies. That sounds amazing. I used to love just going to like Michael's and just walking around and just seeing what they have. My pocketbook did not like it. My bank account did not like it, but I liked it. Too awake somehow. Well, maybe once we get some clicky clacks going. Hang on, let me just pop to the door because I just saw that one of my Amazon packages was delivered. I ordered some games to play when Collie and Vinyl come to visit, and apparently one of them was just dropped on my door, so... my doorstep, so... Yeah. I just found this game while randomly perusing Amazon the other day. Heck yeah! So the idea of this game is that you get a prompt, like campfire, and you have to get your friend, your team, to guess the word, but you can only use one-syllable words. So for campfire, it gives the example, hot place where you roast soft white cube. Because you can't say marshmallow or you get hit with the nose stick. So, gonna start breaking down with hilarity because this is me starting to feel tired, as in funny tired. Yeah, when you're tired enough, when you get super tired, if you say like one word repeatedly, the word starts to sound really funny and weird. Can you tell I've been super tired many, many times. Having narcolepsy means my sleep and wake cycle. I didn't know you had narcolepsy, Marathnon. Regularly stay up till 1 or later, but don't have to wake up until 9:30. Yeah, I'm usually in bed between midnight and 1, and I wake up between 8 and 8:30, depending. I'm opening this. I know this has nothing to do with my stream, but I'm opening this box because I want to see the no stick. Had it for 12 years? I didn't know, Marathon. I imagine that does have quite an effect on your sleep schedule. So I think this was made by the same people who made Exploding Kittens. Ah, look, it's the nose stick is in a little bag, and then you inflate it. Oh my gosh. Grok's words of love and sad. I'm super excited to try this game. Comes with a timer. I like it's marked in the box where everything goes as well, which, because the most annoying thing about putting a freaking thing away, I don't want it to get wrecked. Woof. So I might not blow it up right now. But I like, because when you're trying to put a game away and like you can't get it back in the right spots. Oh, and it has a little game board. I'm super excited to try this. Team Mad and Team Glad. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to play this with Collie and Vinyl when they come. I also ordered a game called the Tea Dragon Society because that game was made for me. Hello, but that one hasn't come yet, so I want pictures. I will take pictures of the nose stick once it's inflated. It does show on the back what it looks like, what it's supposed to look like when it's inflated. So I'm really, really excited about that. Apparently it's super long too. It's like 2 feet long. Can you ask Ghost to blow it up on stream? Yeah, he's gonna be streaming tonight. I can ask him if he wants to blow it up on stream. This is starting to sound weird. It's a weird request, woof, but I will ask my husband about it. Might just do something now, like instead of going to bed, Marathon, just hang out and do something. My life goal is to embarrass him. Wolf asking to inflate the stick. Yeah, I'm a little bit not sure if I want to comply with that request, but I'll ask Ghost if he wants to do it on stream tonight. I am here to write a story. So for anyone not familiar with my 22 stories in 2022 project, hopefully that didn't have like... Hopefully my address wasn't visible at any point while I was opening that. I didn't really think about it because I didn't see the label on the thing. But, we're already having too much fun. Yeah, Ghost is going to be streaming tonight on his channel, so I'm happy to try and get him to blow it up. I don't know if he'll be willing to do that, but I'm here to write the 5th story in my 22 stories in 2022 project. For anyone unfamiliar, the idea is that I'm going to write 22 little short stories for on my blog, which is over here at megancutler.net. You can see one of the things that we've already written, not for the 22 stories in 2022, but one of the stories we've already written on stream over on my blog. My most recent blog post is actually not fiction, but it was taken from some conversations that we've had here on stream about whether or not you should write every day and what the benefits to writing every day versus the benefits of taking a break are. So that's over on my blog. My last freebie that I posted was deleted scenes from Symphony of the Stars, the first big 700-page box set installment of my space opera. And I can tell you that on Monday there is going to be another short story going out. And if I look at my thing, it is going to be The Ballad of Striker and Vinyl, which was another story that we wrote here on stream. It was sort of low-key fanfic for some of Kali Flumps's XCOM streams involving my character and Vinyl's character getting paired, becoming a pair in that game. So that's coming up on Monday. I do blog posts every other Monday and free stories every other Monday. And so the 22 stories in 2022 are basically the 22 stories that I'm going to write in 2022 that will eventually go up on my blog to fill those free fiction spaces. And the rules that I sort of came up with for myself were that it has to fit into the multiverse. So all of my stories sort of take place in this giant multiverse where they're interconnected, even though most of the threads running between them are currently invisible to everyone but me. And that I'm trying to avoid directly featuring main characters. I have used some characters from novels, and we did on last week's stream write a story that involved Damarin, who is a main character in the multiverse, but he slept through pretty much the entire scene, so I felt like it was okay to have him appear in the scene as long as he wasn't like the narrator or the main actor, the main focus of the scene. And I actually just came up with the idea for today's prompt like yesterday afternoon because I had a moment where I was like, I better come up with something that I want to do with this prompt, or it's going to be really chaotic when I sit down on stream and have nothing to talk about, or worse, write about. And today's prompt is a spiraling tunnel of wind sweeps a character away. So it's a bit more of a whimsical, random sort of prompt. Didn't go into as much depth of a thought process with this one as I have with some of the other ones, because I usually spend the first couple minutes talking about the reason why I'm writing the scene I am and like my interpretation of the prompt. So I will go into it a little bit here for sure in a second. Gonna bail out, gonna try to grab a few hours of sleep. Marathnon, no problem whatsoever, as it is quite late where you are. I hope you get some good sleep. take care, and I hope to see you maybe in Ghost Stream for apparently inflating a stick. And thank you so much for dropping by. So yeah, my first thought, strangely enough, when I read this prompt was, if anyone's ever seen the anime Outlaw Star, weird reach, I know, there's a part near the end where they end up in this sort of like ultra high-tech like hidden space facility, and the way that they travel between sections of it is actually that there's like a little thing that opens in the floor, and it like a wind comes out of it and it like sucks them up somewhere. There's something very similar in the Outer Wilds. If you've ever played the game The Outer Wilds, you can go into areas of the ruins in the planetary system where it has like these swirling, they don't quite look like winds, but they kind of look a little bit like whirlwinds, and they sort of lift you up, or some of them go up, some of them go down, some of them go sideways, like they go in all directions. But so the first thing that I thought of was really something like that, where it's like a technology or a gateway that's designed to carry you between spaces, which I don't think is what the prompt really intends the interpretation to be, but that was sort of where my mind went. Just got off work, gonna eat, and we'll work on one of my projects. Welcome, Al. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. We just opened my Amazon package that I'm very excited about. A game that we're gonna play with friends soon, hopefully, when they come visit in a couple weeks. So I'm super excited about that. And we're about to start a writing prompts. Also, as I mentioned, we're using the owned music stream. If anyone is interested in which album I have playing, I'm currently playing Late Night Stream, and I think that will head into Rainy Day Stream after. So, if you like the vibe, let me know. If you don't, or again, if it's too loud. If it's not, if the sound doesn't feel like it's balanced, please let me know, and I'll try to adjust it. Just kind of got sick of Pretzel muting all of my, not all of my stream audio, but all of my stream VODs having some muted audio in them somewhere. So that was my first interpretation, was sort of like a gateway, kind of thing. But I felt like, and maybe I shouldn't think about it this way, because there's no right or wrong way to do a prompt, and I sometimes have to remind myself of that, that the idea isn't necessarily to interpret the prompt a certain way, but just to do whatever you want to do with it. And I felt like the intention of the prompt was like your character getting swept away in some like bizarre sequence of events, which kind of made me think of like the Wizard of Oz, because it kind of seems like in reference to the Wizard of Oz, like Dorothy getting picked up by this giant tornado and carried away. So I wanted to do something more like that, but then I kind of came up with a concept that I fell in love with and that I really wanted to write, even though it feels a bit cheaty to the prompt. And I decided to just go with it, because sometimes if you get an idea and you feel really good about it, fuck the rules, just do whatever. You should just do whatever you want to do, which is actually my right tip of the day. If you have something that you feel like doing and it feels right and it feels good, even if it feels like it's cheating or breaking the rules or whatever, just do it. Just write it, because I mean, yeah, there are rules in writing, but if you know the rules, you can break them and you can do it well. So, not that I think there are rules assigned or related to these prompts, just, I'm I'm trying to go like out there, but not too out there. I'm trying to keep my own brain from doing certain things, basically. Tempest, hello, how are you? What are you up to today? So yeah, I think I'm just gonna, a lot of nothing. It's kind of what I wish I was doing right now. But I'm gonna write some stuff because it's writing time. It's Thursday, guys, which means tomorrow's Friday, and I'm very happy about that. I apologize if I am moving around on camera a lot more than usual. My back has been bugging me a little bit, and I do have a cushion that's supposed to help with it, but I'm finding that I have to get into a sort of very exact position in relation to my keyboard in order for it to do its job. So if I seem a little wriggly and squirmy compared to normal, I apologize. It's just me trying to make sure that I'm not doing some weird shit to my back. When you sit at your computer a lot, these are the problems that you have. Rebecca Black also likes Friday. Yeah, I guess. I like Friday because, Friday night is when I start hanging loose, and we bought some new cider last week, which I'm really excited to try, which I'll probably break into. I might actually break into it tonight, not gonna lie. But we drink this brand of cider called No Boats on Sundays. It's a Canadian brand. It uses local apples. And I think they're based out of Nova Scotia, and they have a bunch of different flavors. So we've had the regular plain apple, which is great. We've had the wild berry, we've had the peach, and I just found a pear one. So I'm really, really excited to try the pear. Oh my goodness. Actually, I think if there was a cat twerking in that video, it would have been better. So yeah, yeah, I might break into that tonight. But all that aside, I guess I should write some words, huh? That's what I'm here for. So I already have a document started up. Oh, I haven't said what the plan is for me to write. It couldn't make it worse. That's a very low bar, Tempest. But true, fair point. So the concept that I came up with for this prompt that I fell in love with, it centers around a character for the Aravalia Chronicles, which is the novel that I've been working on stream lately. A character who appears primarily in the first book, so you haven't really encountered her on stream yet. A character by the name of Clara, who actually comes from our world. And the opening of the Aravalia Chronicles is actually Clara waking up from a nightmare where her face changes into someone else's face. And she wakes up from this nightmare and discovers that the face looking back at her in the mirror is the face from her nightmare, and she is trapped in this other body, in this other world, where everyone keeps talking about magic and elementals, and she can't find any reference to any of the places that she is familiar with, or any of the countries that she's familiar with, or the cities that she grew up in. And she basically undertakes a journey to find somebody who will help her get back home, and that somebody ends up being Dameron, who's actually the main character of the series. So again, skirting a little bit on, I am using a character who is a main character in a couple novels for a brief length of time, but as far as the multiverse goes, she's not necessarily a main character in the multiverse. She's not a character that the multiverse ever really focuses on for any length of time. And she only sort of features prominently, very briefly, within a certain subset of the multiverse. So I feel like she's never been, I've never written about her on my blog. She's never been like the primary focus of any of my prompts. So much like the scene that I wrote involving Damien, I feel like this is skirting a little bit the rules that I came up with for myself, but not flat out breaking the rules. And one of the things that becomes apparent about Clara over the course of the Auravalia Chronicles is that she is what is known as a dreamwalker. And in the multiverse that I write in, a dreamwalker is someone who can quite literally walk out of their own dreams and into someone else's dreams. So this is something that happens at night while she's sleeping, and in the opening stages of her discovery of this ability is not something that she can control. It's something that just happens. And probably for many, many years, she did this without even realizing that she was doing it. And just assumed that all of her experiences were regular dreams. And of course, after her experience in Auravalia, after an extended stay in the waking portion of Another World, being connected there through the power of another dreamwalker, Clara starts to explore these abilities and see what she can do walking between dreams. And I thought it would be very interesting to write about her sort of trying to discover how her abilities work while there is this force, this swirling whirlwind that seems to be carrying her between dreams, and something that she can't necessarily control yet at the point that we're writing this scene. And so I thought that would be an interesting way to do it, as something that is real to her, but not necessarily happening in a physical space. So we don't really have to explain the force of movement. It can just kind of be there. Again, I feel like I start all these story streams by just rambling, and everyone's like, yeah, shut up and do some clicky clacks. Although no one ever actually says that, because all of you are too nice to actually say that. But I'm going to probably get started. I have to decide where I'm starting. It's your stream, do what you want. True, yeah, I want it to be entertaining for you guys. This stream reminds me of Led Zeppelin's song Ramble On. Gee, I wonder why. So even though I did come up with the concept for this, I haven't planned a lot of what I felt like last stream I had actually planned a lot of what I wanted to say within the scene before I started writing it. And for this one, I really just have a concept and I haven't really planned it. So I might just throw myself into the deep end and turn on a sprint timer and see where it goes. Also, I saw that Vinyl might be lurking, so look, Vinyl, it's our game! It's here! I'm so excited. I like that every side of the box has this little thing that points to the thing and says inflatable included. It really wants you to know that there's an inflatable thing inside this box. too distracted. Alright, let's do this. I just started a timer and then turned it off, but I turned on the timer and literally all thoughts just blue screened in my brain. I had a first line that I wanted to use and now I can't think of what it was. I hate it when words just turn into birds and flap away. Alright. I swear I'll do a sprint for real this time. I like the music in these albums so far, but I do wish some of them were a little bit longer. We've gone through almost 20 tracks already. And they're all only about 2.5 minutes long. Hey, Bertilius. It's getting off to a little bit of a slow start, I think, but doing pretty good. Just hit about 200 words here. Just getting started, actually, so we're writing a short story today. How are you? What are you up to? Just finishing up the workday. Nice! I hope the ideas start to flow better. I think they will. I mean, I'm doing a writing prompt, so it's unfamiliar territory. It's going to be a little bit herky-jerky, but I think as I find the thread that I'm looking for, it'll pick up a bit. I'm not too worried about it because it's a for fun thing, so if it's a little bit herky-jerky, it's not the end of the world. But I do think I'm gonna be... I definitely don't think I'm gonna do 1,000 words in this sprint, so... Expectations. I hope work has treated you well today. Newton Webb, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. Starting a new idea can be the hardest part for sure. Absolutely. Especially because I tend to sort of meander until I find the idea. So the faster the idea comes to me, the more I settle into it. But sometimes it takes a little while. Halo Banshee, hello. Thank you for the hydrate. I've got some Nordic berry iced tea. And we got a stretch. Aggressive, take care of yourself. I appreciate it, Halo Banshee. I was just telling everyone that my back has been bugging me lately, so I really need to make sure that I'm minding that posture, and I am doing the posture check here. I'm also adjusting my back pillow to make sure that it's helping me keep that good posture. Am I more of a pantser or a plotter? For novel stuff, I do have plotting. I do plotting, but I tend to let the story take control whenever necessary. And for writing prompts, I tend to just be a pantser, because it's just for fun, right? So this isn't super serious. I do want it to fit the lore of my multiverse, but it's just kind of for fun. So I'm just writing whatever pops into my head at the moment. Final! Did you see that our game got here? It's here! We're gonna get to play it. Also, how are you? What are you up to? Yeah, it was. I ordered it like Tuesday night at like 10 o'clock and it came just at the beginning of stream. I unboxed it. I have one other one coming. The Tea Dragon Society one isn't here yet, but hopefully it will be here because it's in the province. So hopefully it'll be here by Friday evening. I think we do Saturday delivery though, so maybe it will actually come Saturday. 775 words for the first sprint is not too terrible. Definitely sort of settled into what we're thinking about writing. Pretty good, just working on uploading new inventory to the website. Having trouble staying motivated to work right now. I feel you. Thursday afternoon is where my brain sort of starts to be like, are we done yet? Is it Friday yet? Because I save my lighter, easier tasks for Friday in hopes that my brain won't have to work as hard. So my brain is like, hey, is it quitting time yet? Good luck with uploading the new inventory, though. I know for me, like, updating my, like, books on my website or, like, all of my social media places is, like, a huge pain in the butt, and I don't do it as often as I should. But I guess if you have, like, store inventory, you want people to be able to see what's there so that they can come check it out. Not that I don't want people to know what books I have out, just everything is at least always up to date on Amazon, even if it's not up to date on my website, which I guess is not the best way to look at it, but is true. Oops. Again, sorry I'm wiggling around so much, guys. I'm just trying to keep my back happy today. It's not complicated, thankfully, but just feeling like I want to curl in a ball and nap. I get ya. Did you end up finishing? I think I ended up going AFK before you were done last night. Did you end up finishing that puzzle game, or do you still have the last, like, was that the last bit, or do you still have more to figure out? It looked like a very interesting game, but I'm pretty sure that AI was trying to murder you. We finished it. Did the AI set you up? Was it a total trap at the end? I should probably go back and watch the end of the VOD. Because as soon as it was like, I have located a treasure that is better than all your other... Yes! See? As soon as it was like, I found you a treasure that's better than all your other treasures, I was like, trap! I was like, it's gonna murder you. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go watch the VOD, because Ghost and I popped off a bit early last night to go, because we've been trying to go to bed just a little bit earlier, because we've been staying up a little too late for both of our constitution, and so we popped off to watch some Kim's Convenience before we went to bed. But I was like, because it seemed like you were really close to the end of the game. Oh my gosh. Can't trust those AIs. You're out to get you. It seemed like an interesting game though, so at least there was that. It seemed a bit less moon logic-y than the one that you played before. What was it? Palindromes or whatever? The palindromes one seemed really... I don't know how anybody figured out any of those puzzles. That one broke my brain. Every time I would turn it on and you were trying to figure something out, I was like, what is the universe even that this takes place in? Because it felt so complicated. Oh, was it made by the same people? Interesting. I've sort of given up on, like, puzzle games because I played a roll super bad one. I tried to play that, Abduction, which was made by, the same people who made Myst. I think it was Cyan. And I tried to play that game, and it was just so frustrating, and, like, I didn't feel like the game explained to me the mechanics. And, like, the idea behind that game is that essentially you get abducted by presumably aliens, and you end up in this spaceship, question mark, or on this, like, weird isolated planet, question mark. I didn't get that far in the game. And basically everyone has vanished except for one person, and he like locked himself in this like panic room. And he wants your help to like get home. So he'll tell you to go do things, but like he gives you no context or understanding of like how anything works. And if you go back to like ask for, because I was like, maybe he'll give me hints. And if you go back to ask him for hints, he just like insults you. And so it was running around this place. Hey, Y, how are you? What are you up to today? I was running around this place trying to figure out what he wanted me to do. And it has this like teleport mechanic that I felt like it never explained in the book, like how the actual teleport mechanic worked. And it just got to this point where I was totally stuck. So I looked up something in a guide, and it was like, this is how that mechanic works. And I was like, there's nothing in the game that indicates to you that that's how the mechanic would even work. Like, how would you even figure that out? And I just stopped playing because I was like, if this NPC is gonna treat me like crap, then he can just find his own way home. I don't care anymore. And so I've kind of been like, I'm kind of at the point with those games where I'm just like, no, I'm good now. Just relaxing today, haven't done much. Nice. It's good to have a relaxing day every now and then. There's always one puzzle that's just, I know, like, and it was getting to the point with that game where I just felt like every new thing that it wanted me to do, I couldn't just look at the game and explore the game and find the answer. It felt like there was some obscure thing that just, and there was another puzzle too where it was like, I looked up how to solve it because it was math related, and I'm just really bad at math puzzles. And I looked up an explanation for the puzzle, and I was like, there's no way that I ever would have solved that puzzle because I never would have thought of the mechanic that it used. I was like, I never would have looked at this information that it gave me and come up with the information that it wanted me to come up with. So I don't know, maybe that was just not the right kind of puzzle game for me. Because usually I like puzzles, but I was just like, this game. Anyway, I should probably do another sprint, and then by then I'll be out of tea, so I'll probably go make some matcha. I'm trying to use up all the matchas from my matcha advent calendar. I still have a bunch of them hanging around, and I feel like I've drunk through all the ones that I really liked. I think there's only like 2 or 3 more that I really liked that I haven't drunk the rest of yet. So I'm kind of into the meh ones, and I think I'm gonna do the strawberry one today because I remember that one being okay. I think it smells more like strawberry than it tastes like strawberry, but it at least like, it's not like the mango one, which just tasted like vegetable. There's a few of them where I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm gonna finish, like the mojito one. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish that one because I didn't really like it. It's just mint tea, and I'm like not really into the whole, I have so many minty teas in the house right now that I'm just like, but then I was like, maybe I can actually, I don't know, maybe I can actually make it alcoholic. I don't know. I don't know if that would make it taste better or worse. Although I guess I could look up if there's a cocktail that you put matcha powder in. I wonder if there is. Matcha cocktail. Oh, there's a matcha gin cocktail. Gin, honey, ice, lime juice, and matcha. I don't have Thai basil vodka, so I can't make that one. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I've totally gone off topic now. I found this. 5 cocktails that have met their matcha. Let's see. Honey syrup, cucumber, lemon juice, ginger liqueur, vodka, and matcha. Green teeny. Pairs well with seafood. Yeah, I mean, who can resist? Who can resist that kind of pun, right? Let's see. Tears lemon, mastic tears lemon. That sounds like a type of alcohol. Matcha syrup, fresh lemon juice, pinch Greek sea salt, rosemary 9 rosemary needles, and sparkling water. That sounds too complicated. Matcha, condensed milk, tequila. I could make this one. I'd have to use almond milk or oat milk instead of condensed milk. That's a pretty simple one. If you put any other salt, the difference is sky and earth. Midori Garden. Monkey 47 gin. Banana liqueur. Don't have. Lavender syrup. Half and half. That's weird. I think you would use simple syrup instead. Lime juice. Matcha powder. Ooh, it's like a sour because you use a whole egg in it. Interesting. I'm gonna sit here and act like I know what this drink is. I don't know what any of these drinks are. And we don't have the ability to make most of these. Simple syrup, lemon juice, pineapple juice, monkey shoulder blended scotch, egg white, and beetroot powder garnish. That one doesn't even say. Oh no, it does. Matcha simple syrup. Okay. Weird. I only drink one thing, and that is rum and orange juice. Well, rum and orange juice is really good. We make something called the rumsicle. I believe it is rum, triple sec, peach schnapps, and then equal parts orange juice and pineapple juice. It tastes like an orange creamsicle, like ice cream bar. It's super good. We use Sprite as a topper, so you mix it. So you put the rum, the triple sec, the peach schnapps, and the orange and pineapple juice into a shaker, and you shake it up, and then you pour it into your glass, and then you do a topper, a Sprite topper. Super good. Flutter Hubs came up with that. But this one sounds like something I could make. Ooh, it calls for mint leave. I would probably leave that out. Although I could just use the mojito matcha that I have because it has mint in it. Honey, lime juice, water, gin, and matcha. Could make that. Ooh, Earl Grey tea cocktail. 6 ounces of, so 1 1/4 ounces favorite gin, 6 ounces of Earl Grey, 1/4 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon, 1 1/4 ounces of honey syrup, and 2 sprigs of fresh lavender. That sounds really good. Okay, I should probably stop looking at alcohol and actually write some stuff. Peach schnapps? Yeah, I love peach schnapps. Honestly, we have a rum called Dead Man's Fingers, which if you just mix it with, if you just take the shots of Dead Man's Fingers and mix it with Sprite, it tastes like banana cream pie. It's amazing. There's a really interesting cocktail YouTube channel that I watch called How to Drink. Some of those remind me of his creations. I think Ghost watches that channel. I know he watches a couple of like drink mixing channels, which we've actually tried some of the stuff from before. Partially it's just about like what you have in the house, right? Having the ingredients to make something. Peter, hello, how are you? What are you up to today? We just got distracted by talking about some cocktails that we could make with matcha green tea, so that I don't throw some of my matcha away. But we're also about to do some more clicky-clacking. He has a really interesting presentation, but yeah, I bet Ghost would love his content. D&D drinks and the like. I'll have to mention it. I'll have to mention it to him and see if it is one of the ones he already follows. Sleepy but okay. How have you been? I've been pretty good. Just working on this prompt. Today's prompt that we're working on is a spiraling tunnel of wind sweeps a character away, which we're just about to actually hit the part of the prompt where that's going to happen for the first time. And I'm writing about my character Clara, who is from my Aravalia Chronicles series. And she's a dreamwalker. She sort of hops from her dreams into other people's dreams. Got here right in time. I love the clicks and clacks, though honestly, I think clacks are better than clicks. Well, yeah, you did get here just in time. I was highly distracted by some cocktail talk, but I'm ready to get going again. Let's put 20 minutes on the clock. I promise I won't blue screen this time like I did the first time I tried to put the timer on. Back and joining the sprint. Welcome back, Al. We just started the new timer, so you're right on time. Intense focus mode, that's the hope. I almost wrote forest. That's completely different than a forest, and I don't think something we really want to write about on this stream. Smell of like a forest in the rain, like that sort of fungal smell, but it's not like rot, it's just like maybe like mossy. Enjoy your lurk. Why? Thank you for hanging out, and I hope you're enjoying the keyboard ASMR. Apparently I can't spell Arizona today. I was just inserting tons of extra I's in there. sprint timer is up, which gives me a chance to think about what I want to write next. I think I did do about 1,000 words in that sprint, which is good. I kind of found what I wanted to talk about. So I think I started there. So 980, pretty good. Which brings us to a total of 1,755. Pretty good for something that I didn't have a massive plan to start with. So I think I will pop AFK quick. I have to decide. I kind of have one other thing that I want to do with this, not necessarily in this piece of transition. So I kind of have to decide what I want to do here. What kicks her into the next scene, which I have an idea for what I want to do with. I actually want to use one of my dreams for this, just for shits and giggles. And then I kind of want to go from there into the end. So I guess I kind of have like 3 sections left to write. I don't know how long each of them will be. This one will probably be pretty short, and then a slightly longer section, and then the ending. So possibly 2 more sprints to get it done, just depending on what I end up doing with this bit. But I'm out of tea, so like I said, I think I'm gonna go make some matcha. I won't make a matcha cocktail this time, sadly, but I am gonna keep that in mind for using up the rest of my matcha. So I'm just gonna go put the kettle on. I'll be AFK for probably about 2 or 3 minutes. If anyone needs to grab a drink or some food or have a stretch or whatever, and then we'll be back and we'll hopefully finish this, because I'm pretty happy with where it's going so far. have returned. I have some matcha. Ghost Pepper is home. I have asked him to inflate the no stick as per Wolf's request, and he laughed and said okay. So that might happen on stream tonight. I don't know. But I have passed along the request. It has been received. He is aware that people want to watch him inflate the no stick on stream. I also planned what I want to do for the rest of this here prompt thing. So that's good. Oh, we're at the end of this. So I played late night stream, and then it played through a rainy day stream. And that's the end of, because I started near the bottom of the list. So I can either replay what we've already listened to. I might put on the night drive stream next, and then try the sunset stream. As they fit the themes of what I'm working on today. I forgot that this was one of the weirder matchas. It does taste like strawberry, but it has a weird like tang to it. Oh, whatever, they gotta get drunk at some point, so... the next bit of the next playlist so that it won't interrupt the middle of a sprint. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. There it goes. A little bit more upbeat, this one. If anyone dislikes this playlist and wants to go back to the one of the previous playlists, let me know. I'm basically just trying this out because I got sick of all my audio getting muted while I was using Pretzel, so... yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and hop into the next sprint. I don't know quite how long this will be. I have a clear path to the end, but I think how many words is gonna be depends on how much I can get through in the next, what's likely to be around about 1,000 words. So I'll either get about halfway to the end from where I am, or I'll get most of the way to the end, and then I don't know why I'm talking about that as if it's significant, but I am. Hey, the real salties, how are you? What are you up to today? We're just about to start another sprint if you would like to write with us. I am working on a prompt. The prompt is a swirling whirlwind sweeps a character away. And we're kind of playing a little bit with some dream imagery. Today, the character that I'm writing is a dream walker, so she walks between dreams, between people's dreams. And so I'm just playing with a little bit of fun description, playing with a little bit of, not quite horror, but some surprise elements. And I'm enjoying it. It's going well. We did about 1,755 words in our first 2 sprints, and I'm hoping this one will be a little bit faster. Trying to plan out chapter 3 of my book. Well, nice, you've come to the right place. Hopefully the chill atmosphere in the sprint timer will encourage you to decide what happens in chapter 3. I got the link that you sent to me. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but I haven't forgotten. Just like I said, it might take me a couple days. I have the weeks pretty packed. Flutterdye, enjoy your lurk. Also, if you would like to say, how are you and what are you up to today? Just chillin'. Hopefully Flutter doesn't mind me saying this, but I know that last time we talked, Flutter was getting ready to do some hopefully art streams in the near future, and I'm looking forward to that because I love watching people create things. I feel like the kind of art streams she'll do will be much more interesting and exciting than my writing streams, where I just create black and white text on a on a blank page. But yeah, so I hope you're getting prepared for that. Hoping to get it rolling soon. Let me know, because I definitely want to see what you create. Oh, I appreciate that. I just feel like it's more visually exciting, like, to see somebody drawing a figure or like putting color on something versus like words just appearing on a page. Because obviously, like, the pictures that I paint are all in the mind, so visually it's just less exciting. More soothing? I guess the sound, yeah, the sound is nice. You don't want to hear the spack of paint when you're doing art. Necessarily. I mean, maybe you do. But I feel like that would just make a mess. Who, me? Yes, you, the real salties. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put that sprint timer on for anyone who is writing with us. Woof, did you hear me say that I asked Ghost if he would inflate the no stick on stream and he laughed and said okay? That happened off camera, so potentially he's gonna do that tonight on his stream. So it is at least, the idea has at least been pitched. He's making my day, I'll make sure he knows that. I guess it just depends on whether or not he wants to make your day. I did suggest, he's getting, Ghost Pepper, my husband, is getting Blurp to make him a soundboard. I did suggest that he add the clip of him saying Woof is a good person to the soundboard. I don't know if it'll make the cut, but I did. I did suggest it. Of course, I think the rest of that sound clip is me saying you would never say anything nice about Woof. You've clearly been body snatched, but we'll see. We'll see what makes it to the soundboard. There's also one of me when we were playing Boyfriend Dungeon saying bye-bye fuckhead, so we'll see if that one makes it. Beats on this one. my god, hello! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, raiders! How are you? I feel like I haven't gotten to talk to you in forever. Phaedra Rose, hello, welcome to stream. Did I spell that right? Lilac Dolphin, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my gosh, you guys. I am in the middle of a sprint, so I might be a tiny bit quiet, but there should be lots of clicky clacking. How are you all? And how was your stream? Have to drive to my mom's place, so I'll see you on Monday. Take care, drive safe. Thank you so much for the raid again. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're doing well. Find a way to say sand that isn't sand, because I've said sand like a million times already. Phaedra Rose, thank you so much for the follow. Maya Wrights, hello, how are you? Loam, I feel like, doesn't work for sand. Loam, well, I tend to think of it as sand and silt, so it would be closer to the water. I just don't want to keep saying sand and grit. Doing okay? How are you? Doing pretty good. Excited about, I'm working on a prompt right now. The prompt is a swirling whirlwind carries a character away, and so we're sort of playing around with some dream imagery right now. I write primarily science fiction and fantasy, doing a little bit of fantasy right now, doing some magical dream stuff. Ghost Pepper, hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. And right now, I'm just trying to find a way to say, sand that doesn't feel like, this does say loam, but I just don't quite feel like it works. I may be overthinking it a bit too much for a writing prompt, but... Silt. Again, I feel like silt is usually associated with water. I've been trying to avoid sand so much I forgot to actually put it in there. Sand gets everywhere, but in the book, apparently, yeah. I was like, don't say sand, so I just left a word out. Well, if I know if we had Blurp right now, you'd be playing that Blurp that's like, I hate sand, it's rough and gritty and it gets everywhere. I know you, I know your thought process. I'm just gonna not mention the ground, maybe. Sand is coarse and rough and gets everywhere. Everyone knows this. Bloody Anakin in the prequels. I know, every time someone plays that Blurp on my husband streams, he just loses it because he hates it so much. Imagine the problems with sand in the Vader suit. Oh yeah. It would get everywhere in all the cracks. Let's not go into the comics. Oh, did they do that? Did they do that in the comics already? Hello, Shagras! How are you? Hacker mans. That is what I am attempting to emulate at the moment. The clickies and the clackies. Hey Shagraz, how are you? What are you up to? More than likely did go into it probably in Legends, I would imagine. Stalactites or stalagmites? I think stalactites are the ones that come from the ceiling. Stalactites, an icicle-shaped formation that hangs from the ceiling because they cling tight to the ceiling. That's how I remember it. Alright, I'm gonna spell it. Oops. Spelling is what they made spell check for sure, but I have to spell it at least well enough that the spell check knows what I'm talking about. Otherwise the word is just like, no suggestions. And I'm like, I just thought it was funny because I had literally just looked at the word on my screen. I looked it up, stalactite, and then I flipped back and I was like, wait a minute, how did I spell that? So I think that was a shorter one because I spent at least 4 minutes trying to find a synonym that would work for sand. I think I started there, so I only did about 543 words that time, but we're up to 2,543. So that's good. I might, because I have that problem with my glass being too tall, so it's not staying warm, I might pop AFK for just a quick 45 seconds here and reheat my matcha, because it's gonna taste even weirder if it's not hot. And it already tastes a little weird. And then I think we'll do, hopefully, the final sprint to finish this off, because I do think I'm getting close. How could I? It's just for a minute, Shagraz, and then I'll be back for more clicky clacks, I promise. Also, how do you find the sound level, Shagraz? I'm trying a new, form of music. Everybody leaves me? I'm coming back, Shagraz. I'm not leaving forever. It's just for a minute. And I carry you with me in spirit to the kitchen. If it will make you feel better, actually, look, I can turn this on. It's like double my voice volume? Okay. If I do that, does it turn down the music? That makes you feel better? Okay. I'll leave that. I'll leave myself drinking tea here. That helps. That's what they all say. I'll be back, but unlike Arnold, they never do. Well, I have to finish the scene, so I'm definitely coming back. Much better with the volume. Thank you, Shagraz. I decided I'll turn off the this me for a second. I decided to switch from Pretzel Rocks because I was getting muted audio like in every VOD. So I'm trying Owned this time, which is on Spotify. It's Owned with the E as a 3. And because I already have a Spotify subscription. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not going to be as bad. Hopefully I won't get any, muted audio with this one. Get owned, son. Yeah. Get owned. So I'm going to be right back. Let this beautiful other version of me entertain you for one moment, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Like I promised, I'm here. Shagraz, you can see me. I'm back 100% to bring you more of the finest clicks and the finest clacks. It's over. The absence is done. I have returned. I did. I told you I would. Just wanted to, because what happens with the tea is often the cooler it gets, the more the flavor changes. And this tea tastes good at a certain temperature, but once it drops below that temperature, it gets really vegetable-y. So I just wanted it to taste like strawberry and not like weird vegetable. Much better. Stupid tea, stay the same. Now that I've drunk it down a bit more, because you can see my mug is like super deep. So now that I've drunk it down a bit more, the heating thing, why have I suddenly forgotten what it's called? But the heating pad will be able to keep it, the warmer will be able to keep it hot more consistently. But just because it's so tall, when I first fill it, that like first little bit I have to drink down, and then it holds the heat a lot better. So, we should be good now. Okay. Is that you speaking with some eldritch tongue, or is that a cat typing? Oh, wait. Is that... Are you typing backwards? That happened to Vinyl. Ghost said it happened on Vinyl's stream. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it either. I'm not doing this. I don't know. Is Vinyl still in chat? Because this happened to Vinyl, but I don't know how she fixed it. Stop doing this or you'll summon Beelzebub. I can Google how to fix typing backwards. Windows. I'm assuming you're in Windows, right? Use the keyboard shortcuts. Hit Control Left Shift? Really? Is that all it takes? And Control Right Shift? Did that work? Did the Control Right Shift change it? Or did you have to do something else? Oh my gosh. I thought you just had a cat that was typing random shit on your keyboard. It took me forever to realize that you were actually typing. Do you know how you fixed it, Shagraz? If you know how you fixed it, please share, because we have no idea. It was because I realized that you were typing ple, and I was like, wait a minute, Ghost told me that the same thing happened to Vinyl. And he said the same thing, that she didn't know how she fixed it, it just went away. Alright, well, pressing a bunch of different buttons. There's gotta be some kind of keyboard shortcut that does it. That's super weird. I'm glad you're back with us, talking forwards. I can imagine. I'm like waiting in horror for the day this happens to me while I'm trying to write, because I'm glad that I could be there for you, Shagraz. I wish I had been able to give you more support, because frankly, I don't feel like I did much. But we gotta have our Shagraz, right? I feel like Google really failed us. It's only in Twitch. Interesting. Because Discord was fine. Interesting. Yeah, I literally only recognized it because I remembered Ghost being like, yeah, Vinyl was typing in my chat, and suddenly she started typing ple. And I was like... And I was like, wait a minute, is that what's happening? Because at first I was just like, it's a cat. It's nothing. I guess what has probably happened is that Twitch has let the demons in. And sometimes they just get out of control. Shagraz did stop writing backwards, but I fear it may be too late for the world. Yeah, the demons are in there already. They've gotten the foothold. They're feeding. They're building their power. They're waiting. They're biding their time. It's probably some kind of glitch that they've introduced with some update. It's hilarious, but I imagine while it's happening, it's like, oh no. Oh no. Knowing Shagraz, he probably let them in on purpose. Yeah, but he probably didn't realize they were gonna make him type backwards. He was probably like, all the trolling will go to somebody else, not me. Shagraz would never troll himself. He reserves that honor for others only. So I'm gonna turn the sprint timer on because I think we're almost finished with this scene. Full disclosure, the part that I'm writing right now is something that I actually dreamed myself. And I dreamed that I was like on an expedition driving like one of those big like off-road trucks through a cave, which is what I've just described my character doing. And then suddenly out of nowhere, my character Dameron was just there shooting vampires. So I will always take an opportunity to turn an amusing dream into a scene. So that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna turn around, Dameron's gonna be there, he's gonna shoot some vampires, and then she's gonna wake up at some point. And that's gonna be the end of the scene. Because it's for my blog, it's just for fun. I promised myself I'd do some crazy things. I realize that I am, once again, giving Dameron a bit part in one of these scenes, but it does amuse me to wonder how many times you can just randomly encounter Dameron in different, circumstances without it. Before it gets super old. So yeah. Shagraz was cursed with the backwards rating too. Yeah, I only recognized it because Ghost told me what happened to you. But we still don't know what fixes it. So watch out. If it happens to you, try to figure out what fixes it, because the rest of us will want to know when it's our turn. There you go, Ghost. Something for your whiskey and world building stream tonight. A demon, or like a fey creature that makes everyone talk backwards. Or makes their target talk backwards. For a certain period of time. I don't know how the role players would do that, but it would be hilarious. Yeah, it would be really hilarious if they had to do, or some kind of mixed up speech of some kind. That would be funny. That would be amazing. All right, let's do that final sprint timer, because at some point Ghost is going to want me to feed him so that he can do his stream tonight, where apparently he's going to blow up this inflatable nose stick for Woof. So... And Woof said that's gonna make his day, so we can't prevent that from happening. We gotta make sure it does. So, 20 minutes on the clock, let's do this. Lilac Dolphin says, I have to go, but I'm so glad I found your channel. You all seem so fun. I'm so glad you found us as well, Lilac Dolphin. Have a good rest of your day, however much day is left for you, and I hope to see you again soon. I probably myself won't be back until Monday, but I think I will be around Monday afternoon doing some editing if you decide you want to hang out. And please take care. Shograz, enjoy your lurk. I hope you are enjoying the clickies and the clackies. to hit the undo button. It's the opposite of what we want to do. I think I'm gonna end there, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. It's one of my longer prompts, I think. I just almost hit the X on the OBS screen. That would have been a nice way to end the stream. Not so much. Yeah, so 3,357. Pretty solid. I'm happy with how it came out. Let's see what I did on that last sprint there. I think we started here, because I remember the stalactites for last time, so it was another 814 words. Pretty good. It took me a little while to get into that one, but I'm pretty happy with how it flowed once I did. 4 minutes left on the sprint timer. I'm just going to let that run for anyone else who's doing a writing sprint. I want to give them the benefit of that full 20 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm just going to pop over on my other screen here to Twitch and see who's around. So let's see who is on today. I think mostly friends playing games here. But it looks like Travis Tavern might be writing. Let's see what he's up to. There's a beat in this one. I like it. Well, thank you for hanging out, Woof. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that so many people stopped by and hung out. And that this came, because I'm super excited to play it. I also ordered one called the Tea Dragon Society, which I have no idea much about, but it sounded like it was made for me. So it's like... It's apparently a deck builder. You don't so much, like, compete against the other people in the game as you're just kind of... Each of you is building your own deck and you're just trying to get the most points, I think? Yeah, it's... You basically, you choose a dragon and you, like, raise it. And I think all the dragons are named after teas. I'm super excited. There's an expansion for it, too. So if I like it... I don't know, maybe. I can convince the hubs to let me have the expansion. But I was just like sort of idly scrolling through Amazon and I was like, the Tea Dragon Society, what? And yeah. So when I found this game and Collie and Vinyl were like, yeah, that sounds super fun, I was like, I'm just gonna order the dragon game too, because whatever. Tea and dragons. It's my thing. Those are two of my primary things. I do like this playlist. I really hope that I get less muted audio with these playlists because I do like them. Creepy. Alright, that's our last sprint timer done, and that is me done for the evening as well. Like I said, I think we're going to drop in on Travis Tavern, one of the first writing streamers that Ghost actually found. I've since been able to go back and hang out with. So it looks like he's doing some edits. He's super chill. Also, his cats are hanging out on stream, so, you know. Gotta go hang out over there. I will be back Monday afternoon. I've been doing a lot of Monday morning streams, so that feels really weird to say, but I'm gonna be back Monday afternoon with some more edits in my Arvalia Chronicles series. I think it's probably gonna be Monday afternoon, Wednesday morning, and then possibly a Thursday afternoon stream. I haven't quite finalized the schedule yet, but I will take a look at that. I'm actually going to do 3 novel streaming sessions next week, I think, because I have to do a little shuffle in my schedule, and I want to do a little bit of working ahead. So we're going to do 2 editing sessions, and I'm going to add another brand new scene to the novel, and I think it would be cool to write that on stream. So we're going to be doing that next week. I will also be on the Ghost Pepper channel on Saturday evening playing more Hades. We've been sort of doing a little split screen on there, so if you want to hear me cuss at a game for a couple hours, come check that out. Thanks to stream, managed to stop Lost Art and did 600 words! Tempest! That's amazing! I'm so glad! I'm always super happy when people come and write with me. That's what I'm here for. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. And also, I'm going to do a quick shout out for Ghost Pepper. My husband, the fabulous Ghost Pepper, says that he is possibly going to be doing a whiskey and world building stream tonight. That's for his Dungeons and Dragons game, Winds of Chaos, that runs every Tuesday, alternating between the players' channels. He lets the chat add details to the world, depending on what he's working on. I mean, he always lets chat add details, but the details that you will be able to add will probably depend on what aspect he's working on. Elves, that's super awesome. I've been excited for you to do that one for a while. So if you want to have a little bit of a say in what the elves are like, or what some of them are up to over in the Winds of Chaos world, check that out tonight. His usually starts around 7:30 PST. So I basically am gonna hop off here and go make some dinner for us to eat, so that he will be around for that. The dwarves turned out so cool last time. I mean, every time you do a whiskey and world building stream, it turns out cool. So I'm super excited to see what chat comes up with. I will probably be in there at some point, possibly adding some details myself. So check that out. If anyone who plays an elf character wants to come around. Yeah, well, and we did establish that Darfin is from, like, a different sort of place. So it would be interesting to see how the culture that he came from interacts with the culture that the characters are more familiar with in the surrounding areas. But that's enough of me yammering at you guys. Let's head over and say hi to Travis. Let me make sure he's not ending, because I did raid someone who was ending the other day and we missed them.
I'll take a look at that. And I did come up with a slogan for the last thing that'll sell you all.
Doesn't look like he's ending, hopefully. So let's head over there and say hi to Travis. And as I said, guys, take care. Have a good night and a good weekend. And I will see you all with more writing antics next week. I'm gonna un-outro screen for a minute and do the right tip of the day, because I almost forgot. Don't worry too much about the rules. Don't worry too much about people's expectations. Write what you want to write. Sometimes that's the right thing to do. That's what I did today, and it felt super nice. Now I'm gonna go to the outro screen for real. Take care, friends.